I want to make a music video. Okay, but making a music video takes a lot of work. You need art, instrumentals, editing, and good vocal performance to name a few. Now I know how to sing. You don't have to feel that no more. Kinda. I know how to edit. Kinda. And I can just rip the instrumental off YouTube because I sure as shit am not gonna produce the backing track on my own. But I feel like something's missing. Oh yeah, art. I could definitely do that by myself. Look, I even drew my first VTuber model on my own. Let me go get my drawing tablet. Okay, so we definitely need some work. Now I can just commission someone else to do it for me to make up for my carpal tunnelized fingers, but my bank account is looking almost as empty as my Twitter DMs. So instead of paying someone else to do it for me in a matter of weeks for, let's say, around like $200, I instead followed the most logical conclusion to my art problem and bought an art course for $300 to teach myself how to draw. Okay, so to start off the week, I decided that I will learn how to draw the head because most of the music videos that I come across have the head as the focal point. The art course I bought, Mark Burnett's by the way, it's pretty good, decided to go with the Loomis method. It's essentially just a sphere with the side chopped off and a jaw attached. That sounds easy enough, right? Okay, never mind, we're gonna need some work. Since my head outlines were looking, well, they look alright, I moved on to the next most important part of the body, and I'm sure you know exactly what I'm talking about. Yes, the eye. The ear. Yeah, I don't know either, okay? I was just following course instructions. I think I'll take a second just to make a disclaimer real quick. This is not a tutorial. I am, to simply put it, brain deficient and very, very dumb. I don't think I could explain this in a way that makes sense or is coherent, and, you know, go to the professionals. I'm just a fucking idiot with a drawing tablet and too much time on his ends. Anyways, to get some more practice in, I decided to grab some references and draw a few more ears. Alright, that's good. Okay, alright, okay, that's good. That's good. It's enough here. I don't know what came over me. I look like I got really fucking bored of drawing discombobulated head parts at this point, so I'm not gonna lie, I may or may not have barely practiced the rest of the head, but who gives a shit? As long as I can draw a face, we're good. So to test my newly acquired skills, I decided to draw a complete head. Looks pretty good, right? Wrong. You want me to make a music video with this shit? It's supposed to look like... Okay, we're not doing that again. So in order to get from this to this, we're gonna have to practice a bit more. Okay, so those all look like shit. Well, actually, not really. As I practiced, everything I drew in a realistic style looked... But the moment I try to make it look stylized... Can I even do this? It's already been like 2 weeks and I'm nowhere near close enough to my end goal. I only have 2 weeks left to learn literally everything else and I can't even get the face to look right. How the fuck can I get stylized faces down? This is exactly the opposite of what I need to be doing. My stylized faces should look good, not realistic faces. The realistic ones don't even look good. What am I even doing with my life? Dude, just do some artist studies. What? Do some artist studies. This is AU. I'll delete whatever. This is their Twitter. To put it simply, their art is mesmerizing. So you inked a bunch of their art and copied them. Wait, I'm not tracing nor am I claiming these are my original works. I'm simply using their art as study material. Twitter, please do not burn me at the stake. Anyways. holy shit, these are good. I know I essentially just copied someone else's art, but the fact that my hands, probably with a lethal dose of caffeine coursing through them, was able to draw something that actually looks palatable is kind of insane. To piggyback off the artist studies, I decided to go off on my own and draw some heads. Holy fuck, I am a god among men. Unironically, I didn't think it was possible to improve this much in a couple weeks, but I guess all I had to do was properly practice instead of just drawing random bullshit whenever I thought I had time. Feeling confident in my facial construction skills at this point, I decided I would move on to anatomy. I focused mostly on the upper body because the final piece is most likely going to be a headshot, so I really only need to learn the shoulders up. There I go, learning the entire torso. Holy booba. Learning anatomy was actually surprisingly fun. Your boy's a gym bro, so it was great watching how everything interacted together. And like literally everything else I do, I low-key went a little overboard. Dude, you can stop. What are you even doing at this point? Why are you drawing so many torsos? You're not even going to use this later. Thankfully, I realized I was being a dumbass and decided to try my hand at the final. My heads were looking good, my anatomy was serviceable. What could go wrong? I must have been on a lethal dose of psychedelics at this point because what the fuck is that? Like I unironically gagged when I went back to grab the time-lapse for this thing while I was editing. I managed to turn it around kinda towards the end so it doesn't look like complete nightmare fuel, but it still wasn't living up to my standards. At the end of the day though, I learned a lot, improved so much from the beginning. This little setback possibly could have made me feel like giving up, could it? Yeah, I gave up. Only for like a couple weeks though. I think I just needed a break if I'm gonna be honest, is what a pussy would say. I was just being fucking lazy, I'm not gonna lie. While I was taking a break though, I was rereading an old webtoon and got inspired to draw again. So I did a couple of sketches using some frames as a reference and surprisingly they came out pretty good. So I decided to jump right into the final. And that's the final art. I definitely thought it'd be a little better than that, but it's way better than what I could do for the fuck ass Chad face I did at the beginning. That was for jokes. I could draw a little better than that, but not by much. Also, I did skip a few things here and there, mostly because I thought it'd make the video a better experience, but also because I kind of forgot to record because I'm really bad at organizing and I'm a fucking idiot. Also, music video is done. I'm sure you're watching it right now in the background, but that's all you get to see because that's what I posted on my Twitter. Go follow that if you want. Before I get canceled for saying some stupid shit at 3 AM in the morning. So the music video is probably going to be out in a week, depending. I'll put a confirmation comment because right now I am currently working on the vocals and I kind of want to kill myself. Pick a better song next time! I'm not gonna let you know what it is exactly right now, but just know I am suffering. So I'll see you guys when that comes out, and that's the end of the video. Also, I did show my friend this video before I put in this outro bar, and then they said the part where my man titties are out are gonna be the most rewatched part of the entire video, and they put 15 bucks on it, so don't rewatch that. They also said I had to acknowledge the fact that this event was on, so that's what this is. No one's gonna watch this far, so fuck you. Bye bye.